this side, we'll call it matter. And this side we'll call mind. Mind and matter. About 300 years ago, science started wanting to know, what is this wood? What is this flesh? What is these stones? What is this air? And they started looking into matter. And they found these things we've learned about in school. They found cells. They found molecules. They found atoms. They found those little protons, neutrons, and electrons, all the way down to the elementary particles, the tiniest particles in manifestation. And they found four forces. Four forces that act upon the particles. And lo and behold, on a deeper level, they saw that the four forces became three. These two unified. And on a deeper level, they found the three forces became two. And in the late 70s or early 80s, modern quantum physics discovered the unified field. The unity of all the particles and forces of manifestation of creation. This unified field is no thing. But the scientists even tell us that everything that is a thing has emerged from this field in a process they call spontaneous sequential symmetry breaking. This field, the unified field, is unmanifest. Yet all manifestation emerges from this field. Ancient Vedic science has always known of this field, and they say it is an ocean of pure fullness of consciousness. Consciousness, something we don't talk about much, but the number one ingredient. Consciousness is the I amness of life. We can only say I am because of consciousness. And tied to consciousness are all positive qualities. This field is unbounded, infinite, eternal, immortal, and immutable. This field has always and forever been. It's that field that they say never had a beginning. It is and it will be forever. Tied to consciousness is intelligence, creativity, happiness, love, energy, and peace. Every human being has consciousness, but not every human being has the same amount. The potential for each and every one of us human beings is infinite consciousness, called enlightenment, total fulfillment, liberation. And it's every human being's birthright to one day enjoy supreme enlightenment. Transcendental meditation is an ancient form of meditation, a mental technique brought back for this time by Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. In transcendental meditation, you're given a mantra. A mantra is a very specific sound, vibration, thought. And the mantra that you get in transcendental meditation is like a law of nature, designed for a specific purpose, to turn the awareness from out here 180 degrees to within. And once you're pointed within, you will naturally and effortlessly dive through subtler, deeper levels of mind and subtler, deeper levels of intellect. And these levels of mind and intellect correspond to levels in matter. Now here's the thing. At the border of intellect, you will transcend. And if you don't remember anything else from tonight, remember this word transcend. Transcend means to go beyond. You go beyond the field of relativity and experience non-relative, absolute, unity, pure consciousness. And transcending means you experience this deepest level. And every time a human being experiences it, they infuse some. So if you have a ball of consciousness this big, when you start diving within each day and infusing more and more of this, you start expanding whatever consciousness you had to begin with. And what you're doing is unfolding your full potential as a human being. And you're unfolding more and more intelligence, creativity, happiness, love, energy, and peace. The side effect of expanding consciousness is a beautiful side effect. Negativity, can you see that? Negativity begins to recede. Things like stress that can really kill people, traumatic stress, anxieties, tension, sorrow, depression, hate, anger, rage, and fear. This begins to lift away. The world stays the same, but those things that used to stress us have less and less power. All this happiness is coming up from within. I say gold coming up, garbage going out. And it works if you're a human being. So you see, this is unbounded creativity, the creativity that creates everything. And you get wet with that, you're going to see ideas flow. You're going to catch ideas easier and easier. And when you expand this ball of consciousness, you're making the subconscious conscious. Enlightenment is there's no subconscious. Everything is conscious. And all the little ideas, every idea, all the thoughts, all the things are coming up from this field. And we don't know a thing until it enters the conscious mind. And that's why in the cartoons they show a light bulb when a person gets an idea. If an idea enters the conscious mind, we know it. If it's not in the conscious mind, we don't know it. And the bigger this ball of consciousness, the deeper you can catch these ideas. So it's money in the bank for the artist, money in the bank for the businessman, all walks of life. This is a field of all-knowingness, and it's this thing of intuition. Number one tool of the artist, knowing when something isn't right and knowing a way to make it right. This field has many, many, many names. Pure bliss consciousness, being, divine being, constitution of the universe, the Tao, the kingdom of heaven, which lies within. In Vedic language, it's called Atma, meaning the self. There's a line, know thyself. This is the self they're talking about. It's called Brahman, meaning totality. First seek the kingdom of heaven which lies within, and all else will be added unto you. Totality. This is the self. This is the self of all that is, and this is our self. This is our big home. This is our big friend, and it will serve you very, very well to experience it. In the world, there are many forms of meditation. Before I started transcendental meditation, I looked into a lot of different forms. There's so many. But so many of these forms of meditation meditation, and now they've tested it on brain research and tested it for different, results. And for instance, mindfulness, they say, is just being aware of your breath. So if you have a small ball of consciousness, you're going to use that small ball of consciousness to be aware of your breath. This will just keep you on the surface of life. And it's maybe boring, and you will not transcend. If you like to be aware of your breath and sit and be aware of your breath, peachy keen, but add transcendental meditation to it as well. And the other thing, make sure you're not wasting your time. Make sure you're experiencing this field. Transcendental meditation is just a key that opens the door to the big treasury within. And it's so important to experience this. And it's easy and effortless. If a 10-year-old kid can do this, and kids in school get this, kids who are so stressed, and they're filled with anger and all this negativity, and the torment is inside these kids, and they paint the school pretty colors, they give them new books, they give them more one-on-one time with the teacher, it does zero practically. It doesn't address the torment inside the student. You give them this technique, grades go up, fighting stops, they get happy, they get better relationships, they start to love their teacher. Teachers who get this, they stop getting teacher burnout and they start loving teaching again. It's very, very good for the human being. And I hope that you understand a little